Imagine a complex instruction manual that contains the blueprint for your entire existence. Every feature of your body, from your eye color to how your liver functions, is written in this book. This is your DNA. It resides inside the nucleus of almost every single cell in your body. But there is a problem. This instruction manual is under constant attack. Scientists estimate that the DNA in a single cell is damaged tens of thousands of times every single day. This damage comes from UV radiation from the sun. It comes from toxins in the air we breathe and the processed food we eat. It even comes from your body's own metabolic processes. Usually, your body is a master at repairing this damage. Specialized enzymes constantly patrol your DNA strands, fixing breaks and errors. But as we age, this repair system becomes less efficient. Unrepaired DNA damage accumulates like rust on a car. This accumulation is one of the primary drivers of aging. It leads to cellular senescence, where cells turn into zombie cells that harm surrounding tissue. Worst of all, if the damage affects critical genes, it can lead to mutations and serious diseases like cancer. So the question is not if your DNA is taking damage, but how well you can help your body repair it. In this video, we are going to explore the science of DNA protection. We will cover the role of telomeres, the power of autophagy, and the specific nutrients that act as armor for your genetics. Let's start with one of the most visible signs of DNA health: telomeres. Think of your DNA strands like shoelaces. Telomeres are the plastic caps at the ends of those shoelaces that keep them from fraying. Every time a cell divides, these telomeres get a little bit shorter. When they get too short, the cell can no longer divide and it dies. Short telomeres are associated with premature aging and a higher risk of death. But here is the good news. You can actually slow down the shortening of your telomeres, and in some cases, even lengthen them. This brings us to our first major strategy: nutritional defense. To protect your DNA, you need to minimize oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when there are too many unstable molecules, called free radicals, in your body. These free radicals act like shrapnel, tearing through your DNA. To stop them, you need antioxidants. But not all antioxidants are created equal. You need to focus on foods that trigger your body's own antioxidant defense system. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower are essential. They contain a compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is unique because it activates a pathway in your cells known as NRF2. When NRF2 is activated, it turns on over 200 genes responsible for cellular protection. It is like flipping a switch that puts your cells into survival mode. Another powerful tool for your DNA is vitamin C, but it needs to come from whole foods like citrus, peppers, and berries. Berries, specifically blueberries, are rich in anthocyanins, which have been shown to reduce DNA damage directly. However, what you avoid eating is just as important as what you do eat. Sugar is a DNA destroyer. High blood sugar leads to a process called glycation. This is where sugar molecules bond to proteins and fats, creating sticky byproducts that gum up your cellular machinery. This interferes with your DNA repair enzymes, making it harder for your body to fix itself. Strategy number 2 involves timing: intermittent fasting and autophagy. Our ancestors did not have access to food 24/7. They evolved to function in cycles of feasting and fasting. When you eat constantly, your body is always in growth mode. While growth is good, it means your body is focused on dividing cells, not repairing them. When you take a break from eating for 16 hours or more, your body shifts gears. It enters a state called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. During autophagy, your cells hunt down damaged proteins and old, dysfunctional cellular parts. It recycles this waste to build new, healthy structures. Fasting creates a clean environment where DNA repair can happen most efficiently. It is like closing a highway for maintenance, so the road crew can fix the potholes. If traffic is always flowing, the repairs never happen. Strategy number 3 is often neglected: sleep and circadian rhythm. You might think sleep is just a passive state of rest. Biologically, it is an active state of intense repair. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormones and clears out metabolic waste from the brain. But there is a specific hormone that plays a huge role here: melatonin. We know melatonin helps us sleep, but it is also a potent antioxidant. Unlike other antioxidants, melatonin can penetrate deep into the cell nucleus to protect the DNA directly. However, artificial light at night suppresses melatonin production. To protect your DNA, you need to protect your sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality darkness every night. Strategy number 4 is managing stress, specifically cortisol. Chronic stress keeps your body flooded with cortisol. Studies have shown a direct link between high cortisol levels and shorter telomeres. It essentially speeds up your biological clock. You cannot eliminate stress, but you can change how your body reacts to it. This leads us to the concept of hormesis. Hormesis is good stress. Short bursts of intense stress, like heavy exercise or a cold plunge, actually make your DNA stronger. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, stimulates the production of more mitochondria. Mitochondria are the power plants of your cells. When you have healthy mitochondria, you produce less oxidative waste, which means less damage to your DNA. So, sitting on the couch is dangerous, but overtraining without recovery is also dangerous. The sweet spot is moderate, consistent activity that challenges your body. Finally, we must address environmental toxins. We live in a chemical soup. Plastics, pesticides, and heavy metals can bind to DNA and cause errors. While you cannot live in a bubble, you can reduce your load. Filter your drinking water to remove heavy metals and chlorine. Switch to glass or stainless steel containers instead of plastic to avoid microplastics. And be mindful of sun exposure. While vitamin D is crucial for health, getting sunburned is a direct assault on your skin's DNA. DNA damage accumulates over a lifetime, but it is never too late to start protecting it. By eating nutrient-dense foods, practicing fasting, prioritizing sleep, and managing stress, you are literally changing your genetic destiny. You are giving your body the tools it needs to repair the blueprint of your life. This is not just about living longer. It is about living better, with more energy and vitality. Your DNA is resilient. It wants to survive. You just need to help it. Which of these strategies do you find most difficult to implement? Is it the diet, the sleep, or maybe the fasting? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into the science of health. See you in the next video.